everybody, and welcome to our very first music talk here on this channel. The XXL Freshmen list has just been released. I figured I could do a video talking about that, my thoughts, my reactions, who I like, who I don't like so much. So on the XXL Freshman list, we got Comethazine, Tierra Whack, DaBaby, Lil Mozi, Roddy Ricch, YBN Corday, YK Osiris, Rico Nasty, Gunna, Megan Thee Stallion, and Blueface. I actually think it's a very strong list this year. There's some artists that I've heard of. YBN Corday, I like him. I'm excited to see him on this list. Blueface, I've definitely heard of. Megan Thee Stallion, Tierra Whack, DaBaby. I've heard of all these guys, and I actually think they're pretty good. The artist I haven't heard of, though, I went out of my way to listen to them when I saw this list, and I was actually pretty impressed with most of them, especially Comethazine and Rico Nasty. I thought those two were really good. Comethazine, he has nice beat selections. His style, his flows kind of remind me of Ski Mask the Slump God from last year. Rico Nasty, definitely beat selection as well. It's really rough and gritty. Her music has a lot of teeth to it. And Tierra Whack, I like her. I don't think her music is particularly for me. I do think she has good songwriting. She has a good knack for invoking some very strong imagery. And she definitely has a very unique personality on the microphone. Same with Blueface. His music's not really for me, but he's definitely got some impressive flows. He has impressed me on some guest features in the past, as well as in some of his solo stuff. So good for him for being on this list. YBN Corday, I mentioned earlier. I like him a lot. I think he's got a lot of really hard-hitting flows and some strong lyrical ideas. Probably the strongest lyricist on this list, if I had to make that call. Let's see who else we got. DaBaby, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of him either, but I do see why he's big. He's got some good punchlines in some of his songs, and his beats are pretty up there too. And even the ones that didn't really impress me so much, like Lil Mozi, Roddy Ricch, YK Osiris, those guys I thought sound really samey, but even them I can understand like why they're on. Lil Mozi, he sounds exactly like Lil Yachty. I mean, I'm sorry, but he does. And I like Lil Yachty, but I don't necessarily think that we need Lil Yachty wannabes running around either. I think we're good with just the one. I think the one Lil Yachty is more than enough. Roddy Ricch didn't really impress me. His song was boring. I didn't even finish it, I don't think. YK Osiris, same thing. More melodic artist, kind of like Lil Mozi. I mean, I will say I think he's a stronger songwriter. He has better hooks than Lil Mozi, I would say, but as an artist, as his style definitely doesn't stand out to me at all. The only artist that I really actively dislike on this list is Gunna. Even he, I understand, Gunna's been making some huge moves over the past year and a half. He's put out some high-profile mixtapes. He's got a co-sign from Young Thug, which is why I hate him. Hate's a strong word. I don't like Young Thug. I really don't. I could do a whole video on why I don't like Young Thug. But yeah, Gunna's a Young Thug copycat, and I don't think we need even the one Young Thug, so having Gunna around kinda upsets me. But he's been making huge moves, there's no denying that. He's had a huge year. He's had a huge breakout year, so I understand why he's on the list. As strong as I think this list is, though, I want to know why Lil Nas X isn't on this list. I mean, Lil Nas X has had a huge year, probably arguably bigger than Gunna. So where is Lil Nas X? Is it because he doesn't have a large enough body of work? That's the only reason I could think of as to why he's not on this list, but I don't feel like that's because I can think of a couple artists who have been on the freshman list off the top of my head who have only had one or two hit songs and still made the list. Because Lil Nas X has, right now, as of recording this, to the best of my knowledge, the #1 song on Billboard still. And he's probably gonna have the #1 song of the year by year end. Is it the country versus rap debate that was surrounding him a while back? I don't know. I don't want to get into it too much because that's a touchy topic. But I actually think it's a very strong list. Definitely compared to last year's list, I think this is a very strong list. I mean, last year had Jid and Ski Mask, but it also had it also had Smoke Perp, who I was never a fan of. It had Lil Pump, who was terrible, and it had Block Boy and Wi-Fi's Funeral and Kamaya, who I was never a huge fan of. It wasn't a very... Compared to last year, this is a much stronger list. I am happy with the people who made it on. Even the ones I never heard of impressed me. I like Comethazine and Rico Nasty a lot, and the ones I have heard of I like for the most part. So I give this this year's freshman class a major thumbs up. If you have any thoughts or opinions on the XXL Freshman list, feel free to comment them down below. Do you think there was an artist who deserved to be on the list that didn't make it? Do you think one of the artists who did make it shouldn't be on the list? And any other thoughts that you have on the 2019 XXL Freshman class, feel free to comment them down below, and make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to the channel, and have a blessed week, and we will see you in the next video. I'm still working on an outro.